Okay, so in this video I'm going to prove the formula for solving quadratic equations, and I just want to show you that it comes from completing the square. So I'm going to complete the square on a particular quadratic equation on the left at the same time as completing the square on the general quadratic equation here on the right, and show you each step one by one together so you can really see that it's just the same thing happening. So if we took this quadratic equation here, 2x squared plus 8x minus 1 equals 0, if we try to complete the square, the first thing we would do is to divide through by the leading term of 2 to get x squared plus 4x minus 1 half equals 0. So on the equation on the right here, we would divide through by a and get x squared plus b over a times x plus c over a equals 0. We now do the completing the square bit, so on the left here we get x plus 2 squared, because we halved the 4 to give us the 2 to put in there, so that would multiply out to give us the right terms in x there. And the equivalent thing to do on the right hand side is to say x plus b over 2a squared, because b over 2a is a half of b over a, it's b over a times 1 half. And we now need to just adjust these so that the equation stays the same from one line to the next. So on the right here, this would multiply out as x squared plus 4x plus 4. So I'm just going to subtract the 4 that we get that comes from 2 squared, then I'm going to write it just as minus 2 squared, and I'm going to keep the minus 1 half, and that keeps this all exactly as we'd want it. And the same on the right hand side here, plus b over, we get x squared plus b over ax plus b squared over 2a all squared, so I'm going to just subtract off there b over 2a all squared. I'm just going to leave that as b squared over 4a squared, and we'll keep the c over a. Okay, so this gives us x plus 2 squared, and the next thing to do, I would simplify down this and write minus, this is minus 4 minus a half, so minus 4 and a half, or minus 9 over 2, that's all equal to 0. And combining the fractions on the right over here gives us, well, c over a is 4ac over 4a squared. So we're putting these two over here over a common denominator, we get minus b squared plus 4ac over 4a squared, and that's the first moment we see something looking a little bit familiar coming out of this. We then take x plus 2 squared here, leave that alone, and put the 9 over 2 on the other side of the equation. Do the same thing on the right hand side, x plus b over 2a squared is equal to, and now I've done something I shouldn't have done here, which is in the previous line here, I hope you noticed, I've written minus b squared plus 4ac. Actually what I mean is plus here and then a minus here. I want the minus b squared, but I want the c term to be positive, so sorry about that. When we move this over to the right hand side, we get b squared minus 4ac divided by 4a squared. The next thing we do is to take the square root, so we get x plus 2 equals plus or minus the square root of 9 over 2, and we get over here x plus b over 2a is plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac over 4a squared. And we're almost done. Here we just need to move the 2 to the right hand side, so we get x equals minus 2 plus or minus the square root of 9 over 2. And over here we get x equals minus b over 2a plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac over 4a squared. So we're pretty much done. We just want to get this into the more usual form, and we do that by just noticing here in the square root of b squared minus 4ac over 4a squared. If I write that as the square root of the top over the square root of the bottom, so we've still got this bit here, minus b over 2a. The square root of the top, then I'm just going to leave as the square root of b squared minus 4ac, and the square root of the bottom, well, 2a squared is 4a squared, so the square root there is just 2a. And now finally These are over a common denominator 2a, so we get the quadratic formula as we know it, which I'll write in the middle here. X equals minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all divided by 2a. As you can see, that's just come about then by completing the square on the general quadratic equation.